Hey, so you saw the title of this YouTube video, right? Beyonce, what would she do if she only had $4,000 marketing budget? We all know she's got much more than that, but she started from somewhere. She started definitely from the ground up. And I am a big Beyonce fan. If y'all don't know that, I saw her concert. I'm wearing her, as you can tell, I am wearing her, this is the Renaissance Tour t-shirt. I saw Cowboy Carter twice. She just finished a tour, and I asked myself, throughout her tour process, what if she only had $4,000 to spend? She obviously had more in what she did to promote the tour, on the tour, and in the tour, but I wanted to look at it from the humble beginnings of back when, she was Destiny's Child, or when she was Girls' Generation, if you guys remember back that far. And what if she had $4,000 with what we know about Beyonce today? So that is the purpose of this video, because you and me are in those boats. As small business owners, we only have limited funds when it comes to marketing. And some people may think $4,000 is like huge, but it's not a lot. So what would you do? You had that. There's no Netflix deal. She doesn't have that. There's no Vogue cover. There's no giant team. Just $4,000 and a big vision. So what would Beyonce do? Would she panic? No, she'd plan. And that's what we're going to talk about today. If you've got a small budget with big goals, this is exactly how Beyonce would move and how you could do it too. So let's go. First part, mindset shift. Beyonce wouldn't try to do everything. She'll focus on what works. She knows what she will do. She'd say, how can I make this money move something? That's what she would say. She would lead like a CEO, not run around like she's her own social media intern. That's the shift that I want you to make. Let's walk through how she would spend that $4,000 step by step. Step one, strategy first. So she needs to have a budget for that. Out of the $4,000, she needs to put it like $1,000 to $1,500 towards strategy. Beyonce would start with a strategy, not a Canva template. She would hire someone to refine the message, build the plan, create a 90-day roadmap. And this is what keeps the budget focused and avoiding the shiny objects. This is what I help clients with. I act as that fractional CMO, that strategist, to really kind of help build that plan and define that roadmap and avoid all the different shiny objects. Because I've mentioned this so many times. There's 1,001 ways that you can market your business, but you need to be focused, especially when you have limited funds. And more importantly, if you have limited time, you may not have time to do all this. So make sure that's done. Step two, she would have some strong visuals. This is her brand. This is what she's about. Now, it's the entertainment industry, right? She's selling CDs or music. I don't know if people buy CDs anymore, but she's selling streams, her music, and her image, and visuals are a big part of Beyonce's image. So she needs to put at least $500 to $1,000 towards her images. Beyonce is the queen of visuals. Every rollout is a signature look. So visuals are important for her as she invests in that. And that's what you need to do, invest in. That's why like a $500 to $1,000. Look at that for maybe a photo brand shoot. Just new images, something simple with a bold design, copy that feels very clear and confident about what you're doing. That's what makes the brand feel expensive. Before you even raise your prices, you want to have a good, clean look to your entity, to your business, to your brand. Step three, what she would do is she would build her base. She would spend roughly maybe between $300 to $600 to build her base. She wouldn't rely only on Instagram page or TikTok. She would build an email list. So she would own her audience. I've said this time and time again. You need to own these assets, and these platforms like TikTok and Instagram, and even here on YouTube, you don't really own the platform. So you need to build a list. So that's what that means. She needs to have a welcome series. She needs to create a lead magnet. She needs to have a booking link or a place to shop. And you could see that when you ever go to Beyonce.com. So the list is important to her because she knew she had her fans and her followers and her beehive already there because she had a list. Step four, she would want to generate some buzz. Now, she may have a list, but she also wants to let other people know what she's doing. We all saw the buzz she generated when she started Cowboy Carter. And if you don't remember, during the Super Bowl, she just teased it. So just create some buzz. So that's about $500 to $800 to create the buzz. She wouldn't post and pray, that's for sure. She wants to build excitement. She wants to get people knowing. So she'll create the buzz. The buzz looks like for you is podcast interviews, going live on your Instagram with another brand, collaborating with an influencer or someone who complements your brand. It could mean a small pop-up or a Zoom workshop that you would do, something that gets really buzz about who you are and your business. And for my coaches or those who do service-based businesses and you're selling your vibe, then you want to do some sort of webinar or Zoom workshop. You may also want to do like a DM outreach with purpose, right? You want people to talk with you and you can chat back and forth and chat, even though you don't have a budget. But this is where creativity wins, is if you could take some of these ideas and really think about it from a buzzworthy perspective. So you want to create some awareness. And if you do go viral, hey, yeah, that's always a bonus for that. Step 5, only when you're ready, you want to budget for paid advertising. And I would budget between $500 to $1,000 to start. She'll run retargeting ads, not just basic ads. So it's not just for awareness, but she will use her leads, the people that she knows, and she will retarget them in the places that she wants to find them. You find Beyonce everywhere, right? And she knows that you're over there. So she knows you're on TikTok or she knows you're on Instagram. So she'll retarget and scale based on converting from that perspective. But you could start with $1,000 for a retargeting campaign. So not like a total awareness campaign. So remember that. Now, part 4, you gotta have systems in place. No more scrambling. You can't scramble with this. She's not going to do it alone. Like I said, she's acting as the CEO. She's not going around there posting her on her own social media. Even with $4,000, you can get the help. You can have a small but mighty team. And that might be, like I said, a fractional CMO, somebody like myself, who is really setting the stage and setting the path that you want to go forward. A VA, a virtual assistant, maybe for 5 or 10 hours a month. A designer for the graphics, especially if you're not a graphic person, you want to get a designer for that. And a content creator, content editor, writer, you would want to bring that person along. Some of these you can combine and then look at AI to help you with a few of these. But that frees you up to actually run your business and actually service your customers by running your business. But you need to have some people in place. I would start maybe with the fractional and get some VA work in, but then let's fit some AI into that. And that's what I do with my clients. I really set them up how to utilize AI to its official. Right now, AI can do some emailing for you. AI can definitely write copy for you. It can do the leads capture and scoring the leads. It can do a lot of things. And now with some of these new tools, especially if you use ChatGPT, they just started agent mode. It can help save a lot of steps these days. So you want to use AI for that. So what can you expect? When you follow this plan, your brand will start to feel really aligned. You also feel a little clearer about what your message is. It's not going to be as fuzzy. You'll have a system that will attract leads and attract customers. And that's something that will pretty much stay the same. It's your operations. You'll stop second guessing things that you do. And you'll make more sales because people trust what they see. And what you're presenting yourself with this $4,000 plan is a very strong brand business approach. Let's recap what Beyonce would do with $4,000. First, plan first. She would plan. She would look out what she wants to do. She would invest in the visuals, right? It's all about the visuals for you. So if you have a brand and a business that requires a visual aesthetic, you would want to invest in that. She would definitely build her platform. Make sure you build your platform of people by getting the leads and getting people who know you. You don't need a lot. You just need like a good 100 people to really sing your praises. So you want to build your platform. You want to show up with intention. Everything is excellent for her. There's not one hat that's fallen off on the stage. There's not one wardrobe malfunction. She's had a few, but not seriously any wardrobe malfunctions. But she's very intentional and she'll do a lot of planning. You also want to test the ads. No guesswork here. You're not going to throw a lot of money at it without knowing what it is. So you want to do some testing. And again, when you're doing some retargeting ads, there is a testing protocol that you must adhere to. That's something that you have to do. You can't just throw it out there and boost it and hope that it's going to work. That's not how strategically you should do it, nor that's what Beyonce would do. She wouldn't wing it. She'll run it. So here's some action steps for you. Do these action steps for the next 30 days. 1, block out an hour to review your brand, your messaging, your visuals, your offer. Just review it and see if it makes sense. And if you want somebody else to take a look at that, you can do that. Book a strategy session with me and we can look at how to build your system. This system, once you have this in place, it just makes everything a lot easier and you're not trying to scramble and it's not such a heavy lift when you do your marketing and you're not changing something every 6 months. Plan a brand or business or photo shoot. Even if it's just an iPhone session with you and your friend, just and a tripod, just plan a shoot of getting some up-to-date imagery. It doesn't have to be special, stylized. Make sure you set up your email funnel. I would say, especially if you don't have one, your welcome series should be about 3 to 5 emails long. You also need to have a lead magnet. So you have to have something to give to them so they will give you their name. A lead funnel is something that is paramount with all businesses. Choose one visibility, move just one. Whether you're going to collab with a different, like a group, a brand, or another business partner in the area, do an interview on a podcast, maybe if you're doing a speaking engagement, or even if you do one visibility move and you would be successful. Beyonce wouldn't wait to get it. She'll take the stage and she'll do it right now. She doesn't wait. She's striking while the iron's hot. So if this helped you, if you like this, then definitely hit the like button that you see below. Subscribe to the channel. And also check out some of my other videos. I do have a video that if you have less than that, what you should do. So tell me what you're going to do with the action steps. Make sure if you want to, drop a comment below and let me know what you plan on doing. If you're ready to build your Beyonce plan and you need some help with that, definitely check out my link below and just book a call with me and we can map it out together. So now, why don't you go take that spotlight just like she does? Take care.